Welcome, and thank you for joining us. If you're looking for a gentle, insightful guide to help you manage stress and live a more peaceful, fulfilled life, then you're in the right place. In this video, we'll explore the key takeaways from Richard Carlson's Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, a book that has touched the lives of millions with its simple yet profound advice for handling life's challenges with grace. Don't sweat the small stuff is a reminder that often, the things we stress over the most are the small things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of life. Through this audiobook summary, you'll learn how to let go of unnecessary stress, focus on what truly matters, and adopt a calmer, more balanced approach to life. We'll go over the wisdom in Carlson's words in a gentle tone that helps you reflect and feel inspired to make positive changes. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the essence of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff and explore how you can start living a more peaceful life today. The power of letting go. At the core of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff is the idea that life is filled with minor irritations and frustrations, but they don't need to control us. Richard Carlson urges us to let go of our tendency to focus on the small, inconsequential details that often cause unnecessary stress. Whether it's a traffic jam, a spilled coffee, or an email that didn't get answered, Carlson reminds us that these little setbacks don't define our lives. The practice of letting go allows us to cultivate peace of mind and reduce anxiety. By acknowledging that the things we often stress over are temporary and often outside of our control, we free ourselves from the grip of worry. The more we practice letting go, the easier it becomes to focus on the bigger picture, the things that truly matter, such as relationships, health, and personal growth. Living in the present moment. Another fundamental lesson in Don't Sweat the Small Stuff is the importance of living in the present moment. So often, we get caught up in worrying about the past or the future, and we forget to truly experience the here and now. Carlson gently reminds us that the present is all we really have, and when we live fully in the moment, we experience life in its richest, most fulfilling form. Living in the present moment doesn't mean ignoring our responsibilities or dismissing long-term goals. It simply means being mindful and engaged with what is happening right now, without letting distractions or worries take us away from it. This mindset allows us to approach life with more joy, more clarity, and more appreciation for the little things that surround us every day. By practicing mindfulness and consciously choosing to be present, we can reduce stress, improve our relationships, and feel more grounded in our daily lives. Taking life less seriously. Carlson's philosophy encourages us to take life less seriously, especially when it comes to the small, trivial things. Life is full of moments that may seem incredibly important in the moment but are, in reality, fleeting. From an argument with a coworker to an unexpected change in plans, Carlson suggests that we approach these situations with a sense of humor and perspective. By not taking ourselves or our challenges too seriously, we create space for a lighter, more relaxed way of living. Carlson teaches us that life's difficulties don't need to weigh us down. Instead of seeing every setback as a catastrophe, we can learn to laugh at the absurdity of life and approach challenges with a sense of ease and acceptance. This shift in perspective can significantly reduce stress and help us maintain a sense of balance, even when things don't go according to plan. Cultivating compassion and patience. Another important lesson from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff is the value of compassion and patience, both with others and ourselves. In our fast-paced, demanding world, it's easy to become frustrated with the people around us, especially when they don't meet our expectations. Whether it's a slow driver on the road, a colleague who's late to a meeting, or a loved one who doesn't understand our needs, Carlson encourages us to respond with kindness and understanding rather than impatience or anger. Compassion is a powerful antidote to stress. When we approach situations with empathy, we create a more harmonious environment, both within ourselves and in our relationships. Similarly, patience allows us to approach life with a calm demeanor, rather than rushing or reacting impulsively. It helps us to wait for the right moment and understand that things don't always happen according to our timeline. By practicing compassion and patience, we reduce our emotional reactivity and create space for peaceful, loving interactions with others. Releasing the need to be perfect. One of the most significant sources of stress in our lives is the pressure to be perfect. Whether it's achieving professional success, maintaining a flawless appearance, or keeping up with societal expectations, many of us place unrealistic demands on ourselves. Don't sweat the small stuff reminds us that perfection is an illusion, and striving for it only leads to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. Carlson encourages us to release the need to be perfect and instead embrace the idea of progress. By accepting ourselves as we are, imperfect, yet worthy of love and respect, we free ourselves from the tyranny of perfectionism. Life is about growth, learning, and evolving, not about being flawless at every moment. Letting go of perfection allows us to focus on what truly matters and appreciate ourselves for the effort we put in, rather than the unattainable ideal of perfection. Managing time and prioritizing what matters. Carlson emphasizes the importance of managing our time effectively and prioritizing the things that truly matter. In our busy, overstimulated world, it's easy to get caught up in a whirlwind of tasks, obligations, and distractions. Don't Sweat the Small Stuff teaches us that by focusing on the most important aspects of our lives, our health, relationships, personal growth, we can create a sense of balance and fulfillment. Time management isn't about cramming as many tasks into our day as possible, it's about recognizing what truly deserves our attention and energy. By setting priorities and letting go of non-essential distractions, we can create space for the things that nourish our soul and contribute to our long-term happiness. Learning to forgive. Forgiveness is a recurring theme in Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and Carlson teaches us that letting go of grudges and resentments is essential to our well-being. Holding on to anger or bitterness only adds unnecessary stress to our lives, and it often keeps us stuck in negative emotions that prevent us from moving forward. Learning to forgive, both others and ourselves, is a powerful way to release the emotional weight we carry. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing someone's actions or forgetting the hurt. It simply means choosing to release the hold that anger or resentment has on us. It's a gift we give ourselves, allowing us to experience emotional freedom and peace. By embracing forgiveness, we free ourselves from the past and open ourselves up to more positive, healing experiences in the present. Embracing the flow of life. Carlson encourages us to embrace the natural flow of life rather than resisting it. Life is constantly changing, and when we try to control every aspect of it, we only create more stress. Instead, by learning to go with the flow and adapt to the changes that come our way, we find a greater sense of ease and harmony. Embracing the flow of life involves surrendering to the natural rhythms of existence and trusting that everything unfolds as it's meant to. It doesn't mean giving up on our goals or dreams, it means recognizing that we don't always have control over the outcome and finding peace in that uncertainty. By accepting life as it is and being open to its ebb and flow, we release the need for constant control and learn to move through life with greater serenity. Building inner peace. Ultimately, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff is about cultivating inner peace. By letting go of stress, practicing mindfulness, showing compassion, and embracing life's imperfections, we can create a life that feels more calm, centered, and fulfilling. The key takeaway from this book is that peace isn't something we find in external circumstances, it's something we create within ourselves. The more we choose peace over stress, love over anger, and acceptance over resistance, the more we experience a deep sense of calm and contentment. Through the practices Carlson shares in the book, we learn that inner peace is available to us at all times. It's not about eliminating challenges or hardships, it's about responding to them with a calm and grounded mindset. Conclusion: a life of peace and acceptance. In Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, Richard Carlson offers timeless wisdom for living a life of greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. By focusing on what truly matters, letting go of stress, and adopting a mindset of acceptance and gratitude, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. We hope this summary has inspired you to embrace the lessons of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff and start living a more peaceful, balanced life today. Remember, life is too short to sweat the small stuff. When we let go of what doesn't matter, we create space for what truly does. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful book summaries and life-changing wisdom. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to sharing more with you soon.